Holy mother. I told myself when I saw the results of the previous competition, and I see already the results for the current competition. So let me bring you a little bit back to why I'm even recording this video, and what what I just want to say is, okay, I've been playing BOTB for years now. I think it's been 9, 10 years. Every week, I think I'm like most of you. I've been trying to get my luck and get a car or some um, pile of cash or anything like that. Basically, BOTB for me was a release from my gambling history because I can control it fairly better. But I was always curious about other people. I was curious about what we are playing against, what are the odds and etc. Because BOTB is very, very shadowed or not super transparent about how many people are actually competing against, like other competitions would be. So I was always thinking, well, how much people could be spending on this? Are they like topping up every single round? Is there even like a chance to win? With spot ball competition, maybe the dream car competition, the odds could be on your side. Let's say that you are lucky, you pick the spot, you can have just one ticket and you can win with that one ticket. Well, I know for sure there has been some people in the past who were this lucky. They paid for one ticket and they won with this one ticket. Of course, it's fairly hard, right? It's not that easy. But let's get back to my main concern over the years. Of course, I was starting playing BOTB when it was still about cars, and the team there was amazing. I think you remember a few years ago, those who played at the time, it was fairly different competition, more close to. Over the years, it changed. Now they are just you know, moneymaker for whoever is the owner now. I think it's some billionaires from Israel. Um, but I always thought they are different. They are different because they're trying to limit how much you buy, and they are not really letting the gamblers to do their worst in a matter of money. So they're trying to somehow protect the people and at the same time let them enjoy, for a few quids to have the chance to win some supercar or pile of cash or currently houses, right? So now you have these houses over here that you can buy a ticket and maybe be the lucky one. Well, that's probably if you're not subscriber now, but that's not my case. I'm not subscribing because again I'm trying to limit the way how I'm spending. But let's get to what I'm trying to catch here today, and that's this leaderboard thing. It was Black Friday competition, now it's Christmas competition, and it gives you a chance by just simply playing the game and buying tickets to receive points, how many points you can get from all the competitions. You can figure out in this kind of beautiful table. So if you play one ticket for Dream Car, you get 12 points in this competition, and so on, so on. So the less you spend, probably, and also like let's say the Dream Car has 75 tickets maximum, so it will give you more points. But based on this, you get points, and based on points, you get ranking. If you're ranking in the current competition, you can receive some cash, right? So, in the previous competition, I kind of failed. Let's say I failed because I'm trying to keep my spendings low. Usually, in last few weeks, uh, in the past few weeks or months, I've been spending somewhere up to £10 per a week, I would say. So just one ticket for dream car, maybe two tickets for dream car to try to secure a little bit more. But and maybe try to get the lifetime competition, also the 60K. That's what I'm always going for. Three tickets for 60K, just to help a little bit with the dreams and everything. But I was always trying to limit myself. But being a gambler for some time, or in the past, I mean, I'm very good now. I had bigger issues in the past, but now I'm just fine. Um, I was trying to limit myself, but let's say 2 weeks ago, I let myself go, and I spent on some instant wins because at that time it looked fine. It was like £1.5 per ticket, but there was 30% Black Friday on it. So I just put 10 tickets on that, and I want some credit and some cash as well from those two 10 tickets. And because I am not based in the UK, it is automatically transferring the cash that you win up at £200 into double that in game credit. So I got some game credit back, and I was quite happy about that because straight away I went and I did another round, another round. Let's face the fact, I spent around £200 at that night, like just on a single night, £200, which is not a little money, you know. I'm not living in the UK nor Switzerland. I'm just from different part of Europe, but I'm a UK resident, um, which of course is a problem now for BOTB. You have to be UK resident, otherwise you are very much discriminated in many ways. You can read terms and conditions. Maybe we will get into that in another video. You know, like this video will be mostly about complaining. Whoever doesn't want to hear a little bit of, analysis, well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a little analysis about this current competition and what it means that you will see that you see all these numbers in here. Um, then I think this is not a video for you. I'm not really going to be doing the regular BOTB content like where is the spot for dream car competition. But this will be a little talking, let's say monologue, not talking from my side. So I spent this £200, but as a return, because for every tickets that I bought, it was like 30 tickets in the badge always, and you would get back some credit, and for that credit you would buy another ticket, another 30, and here and go. And in the end, those £200 gave me back around 1,000 tickets for that instant competition. I was like, okay, I won nothing, you know. In the end, I just spent all the money just playing this installment. There was no extra prize that I would win. There was not anything bigger than 25 cash that I got back in credit, as in £50 credit for the game. So I straight away went, and I was hoping for something better. So I spent 1,000 tickets. If I was paying that in pounds without the credit being received back, I would spend around £1,500. I wouldn't, you know, that's the thing. I wouldn't. It's just, it got me motivated. It got me caught in that moment that I was getting quite a lot of back. And maybe in some of the batches of 30 tickets, I would win something extra, so that kept me going. And I spent around 900 tickets, and it translated into £200 in cash being spent totally. And I was thinking, well, I spent quite a lot, and I felt very bad on that night. Um, was not happy, but I said, okay, well, you made a mistake again. Learn from it. Don't do that again. Uh, and I haven't died since, so I consider that a success. But let's go back to the point where I received emails, like a lot of emails saying, "Oh, you earned some points." I was like, "Okay, that's nice." A little bit of customer touch from BOTB to keep us in a role, let's say, to keep us entertained. I was like, okay, maybe there's a second chance to win something. And playing 900 tickets in that instant competition, I think it was this one, like 7 points per ticket, somewhere around there, right? So 900 tickets would get me close to 7,000 points. And I told myself, that's not bad, I'm not going to probably win because there are far bigger fish. That what I knew at that moment, that there will be definitely someone bigger than me. But I thought maybe there are 500 prizes I could get any of that. And I did, I ended up on 300 something place, which resulted in 50 cash back, which was nice. At that point, it was not doubled like it is usually when you play instant wins, but this was special competition, so it wasn't doubled. There was just 30% on top of that. I got £65 back in credit, which I consider okay, not that bad. But I was very much surprised when I saw the results. I was shocked, to be honest. I was shocked when I saw the results. I knew I'm not gonna be first, second, third, or I even was sure that I'm not gonna be in the first 10th. I was just maybe hoping that that money that I would have spent on that night playing 900 tickets would be a lot, like considering if I spend that in pounds, like that would be 1,500 done in one day. And I felt like, well, maybe this stupid decision will bring me some of that like 200 pound cash stuff or anything. Well, so when I saw that I got 50, I was like, okay, hey, so it's on zero. The problem for me that was that I had ad blocker at the time, and ad blocker would when I went to this website, it would show this table completely empty. So up until the end of the competition, I had no idea there was some other people competing with me. I knew that they were, but I thought that the results will be shown at the end. So till the end, I had no idea who is first, who is last, where am I standing. And I was always thinking like maybe I can get something from this competition because I overspent on that night, and it was only on that night when there was this 30% down because of Black Friday promotion. So I thought maybe I did it on at the right time to win back from this competition. But yeah, I didn't. I was 300 place. But when I saw the results, Jesus Christ, I saw the first guy there. And if you remember, there is a video who recorded with this person. It was Thomas something, and he had 341,000 points. Looking backwards, 341,000. I cannot translate now because I don't have the necessary data. That is why I'm doing this video today, because there is another competition started that started yesterday. So we have currently the data for just one day of this competition running. And I just wanted to share with you and kind of let you know what I found from this data, what we will find today from this data that we see on this screen, and how much people are capable of spending. And I always thought that I have a gambling issue, that I'm spending a lot. I feel like I have no issues whatsoever. And I will get back to why and what's going on in here. But let's say that it was shock for me to see that the first guy had 341,000 points. It was Thomas something. You can search for that winner. So the new competition started. It's running for a day now. And here we are. Look at this. First on the spot is Thomas. We don't know the name. I'm slightly suspicious is the same Thomas. So good luck to you, Thomas. I think we already all know that even though this competition has still 25 days to go, you won the last one with 341,000 points. The second person in that spot was fairly less. Like you can see right now, some Moha probably met. Suha, I don't even know what that name would be completed, but these guys have half of these points. But let's see what these points could be translated to what these people spend. So in the previous competition, the first spot was 10,000 cash, plus if you are a subscriber, you get a little bit more, and or a Mini Cooper, something like that. Yeah. So it was this option, and 341 points. You probably paid twice that much to win that 10,000. So let's get to, because today we have the data, we have all the competition that this person could have entered, and we will try to calculate how much this person maybe spent, even though, like, I'm just curious. I'm really curious. I don't know yet because I have the logic in my head. I will try to translate it into a little Excel file today, um, and we will start the calculations. Okay, how many points and how much you have to spend as of today, because the competition started yesterday. As of today, how much you have to spend to have 100,000 points, or that 47,000 or whatever is there. So to do this, we will just simply, I'm going to close this one. I don't need this one. So we will go simply to what competitions are running, because you cannot get points unless this competition is on. So you can spend money, get the points. So I will just open the next window here. and get to the BOTB, and um, yeah, and from here you just go ahead and go to this. They changed the layout of the websites. I hate it. I have no fucking idea what's going on. Before I just went to dream car or lifestyle. That was it. Now I have to search where the fuck is that? You know, like I hate it. But anyway, I tried to figure out, and we can go from here and we can see all the competitions that are currently running. Um, they are here. So there's dream car, there's some instant wins, etc. And I would like to start from the cheapest one because let's say that these cheapest ones will usually let you buy over 1,000 tickets. And if we go back to this, um, the smallest competition will give 1 point per one ticket. So if you spend, let's say here is Defender for 9p, you spend 1,000 tickets on 9p Defenders, you will get 1,000 points for 9p 1,000, it's like for £90. So let's say that this is the option how to get the cheapest points, if that makes any sense, because you can also go ahead and buy one dream car ticket, which the cheapest one are 75 pence, I think. And let's do the ratio. I don't know which one is cheaper. So we will try to play also with the prices and see where is the ticket the cheapest. But at the same time, you cannot buy 1,000 dream car tickets, right? Because these people would spend much more if they could just do on dream cars. But let's go back to the like. I'm sorry if at some point I'm not making sense, but I will try my best to try to show it on the data that we see. So you can see here are all the current competitions. There's a lot of them because BOT basically figure out, oh, let's just copy all the other competitions that are on the market. And on the market are other companies like 7 days competitions, UK elite competitions, many. There are so many because I guess that's how you make billions in the UK now through gambling. And it's fuming, like it's everywhere. There's so many of them. Like you have a little bit of money, you let people look at this. Someone goes and spend 2p to win perfume, right? There's a competition now to win perfume. Wow, whatever. Um, but okay, let's go. That so far I see this might be the smallest money that he can pay for. Unlucky is that I cannot really go and list all of these competition in some easy ways. They are not just making it. So here are instant wins, and here's ends tomorrow, and here's ends today, and here's featured competitions. They make it such a mess. You know, I don't know if you had the same feeling. Such a mess, such a mess. But let's go from the cheapest one, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put here the Praga fragrance in my external. Up. So Prada fragrance, and one ticket here is 0.02, and let's say that the maximum is 1,000 tickets. Let's check that. Okay, I don't want to be based on not proper data. So if I go enter now, oh, so here we can do 3,000. That's bad. That's my bad. This is like, okay, you spend 60 pounds, but you have to understand still the chances are the same. If you're playing and there like 3,000 or 1,000 tickets, it will be just not 0.2 or 2 pence, it will be 6 pence, it will be 3 times. The chances are still the same. But for the ticket wise, let's say, and you can buy 3,000 tickets maximum, um, and for each one of them is a point. So let me just change this, and yeah, this is my language, so you can probably tell if you're watching and you are the same nationality as I am. I'm from Czech Republic, so this is this is the language that you can see, and also why probably you notice my improper English and Czech accent. Anyway, so I'm gonna put here name of the competition. Here is the prize ticket. Here is max tickets. and here we put the points per ticket. Okay, so we have this beautiful table, and over here we will put max tickets ball points. And here in this column, that will be calculated simply by doing how many points would I receive if I bought the maximum, right? So let's say 3,000. This would be equal 3,000 by 1. 3,000 points, right? And here will be how much money I paid by buying these max tickets. So money spent on max, right? So, and here we will do the calculation, the maximum tickets over here, and I will multiply by the price of the ticket. And here we get how much money you had to spend in cash. If it's first competition, you don't have to increase how much money you have to spend to get those 30,000 points. And here we will put the ratio on one ticket. On ticket. Right, so here the idea is to make you see how much you basically spent per point, and see if there are competitions where it's cheaper and where it's more expensive to get that 1 point for the competition. So I will do here, what is it? So for every pound, I would like to get how many tickets I got. Is that correct? No, it has to be the other way around. So this by this. So for every pound spent, okay, I got 50 tickets. Ratio on 1 British pound spend tickets. Okay, so here for 1 Great British Pound spent, I got 50 points on this competition, and that will the lower the higher is the number, the better, right? Because for 1 pound I will get more points. That's better than for 1 pound and less points. And let's go from here, and I will put here will be the sum of the money spent, just so we have the image over here. And let's see, I will keep on adding competitions in this table, and let's see where we get, like, because we just got 3,000 points, and these people, let's see 3,000 points. If you now spend 60 pound as of today on those 3,000 points, on those 3,000 tickets, you would be qualifying for 150 cash. So you would be winning in this competition. But you have to consider it is first day of the competition. It's the first day of the competition, right? So this will most likely not be true by tomorrow, whenever the next competition starts, because people can enter and get more points for that. So most likely, if you just spend that 60 pound, you at the end of the competition you wouldn't be qualifying for any of these prizes, any of them, because in 25 days the first position here will be far over 3,000 points, right? So there are there's thousand now. That's how they made it. Yeah. So at the end you don't even get cash or credit or anything. You just get tickets for Dream Home, which is not even, no one cares. Yeah, so that was the first competition that I took. It was the cheapest. Let's search a little bit, and I think the second cheapest is over here for 5p. You can win this hot tub. Amazing. For 5p, you can get a hot tub. Look, if you really want to get into these competitions, I advise you don't go crazy. If you think that you will be spending 1,000 tickets on this product fragrance and you are like having big chances of winning it, okay, so you would have 1 in 85 chance by spending 1,000 tickets. 1 in 85 chance you would have to win this party, which is like 500 pounds. So just imagine you'd spend £20 to have 1 in 85 chance to win £500 per fee. Is this worth it? Have you ever thought about it, about this, uh, about these odds? um, that's terrible odds, okay? But it is what these competitions are about, right? So you feel like, oh, for 2p, of course you can just buy one ticket and win with the one ticket. What are the odds of that? Very low. But like that's the games that I prefer. Of course, that maybe the main difference between me and the people who are the first players there is that I'm not spending money on it that much. You know, like people go and they just spend by thousands of these tickets. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so the next here is this hot tub. What is the maximum here? I wonder. The maximum tickets that you can buy. 2,000, right? So it's like you will see where I'm going with this. Hot tub. Price per ticket is 0.05. 2,000 ticket is the maximum. Points per ticket. I'm gonna put one. I'm gonna check it again. Here is the same calculation, so I can just spread this to wherever we go. And money spent on the maximum, we can also spread like here, and this one as well. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna fill it later. That's fine. So you see that so far we spent £160, and what we have the maximum. I'm gonna put here also spent total, and over here I'm gonna put like also like I'm gonna be talking a lot. You can escape from here unless you feel like what I say is interesting for you. You can skip towards the end of this video, and maybe that's gonna be easier for you. I will also have to do little cuts because I'm recording my screen will be processing for a bit, so I will split it into a few more videos. No, it's going to be one video, but into a few more edits. And here we have total tickets, right? And you have to understand that I'm trying to simulate how much people, let's say in first 50 places, had to spend in a single day on the competition. Just maybe they are doing it on regular days. They maybe don't even know there is this competition about leadership, leaderboards, But let's see, like. And what I want to put here is the sum of this column, right? And that's 5,000 tickets all together. So let's continue with this to another one, and I wish I could ask you to help me. I can't. I think the next one, the next cheapest one, is this 0.9. So 9p. There is few of them. So let's see how far we will get if we just start with the 9p ones. And I'm gonna open them one by one. So there's this Defender you can find for 9p. The next one is this Laser machine, and next this Defender we have already. That's what I like, with these views you have this competition here and then you have it up there. So it's like, who designed these websites? They're so unfriendly, user unfriendly. Usually feels that you should have friendly website, user friendly website. This is terrible. I don't know how they can manage to do every single change against what people like. I'm not alone. We have a little group, of people playing this. We have the same feeling about all these changes. So it's not just my disappointment. I'm probably ventilating disappointment of many people in this competition. So I found only two. There is the Land Rover and there is this Level machine. Let's check again the maximum amount of tickets. So there is 1,000 for Land Rover. There is 1,100 for Lavazza. Interesting choice of how many tickets you can buy. It's probably the math talking about. But there is Lavazza coffee. and there is a Land Rover. Both of them are going for that much. There was 1,100 maximum tickets here and 1,000 here. Points per ticket. Oh, I want to recheck if I didn't put incorrectly the preview. So Defender you get 1 point for. Lavazza you have 2 points. Okay, so that's important. And there was Hot Tub. There are also 2 points for Prada Fragrance. Okay, so let's review based on correct data. So because I put 1 point there, that could be changing the game a little bit. So the Prada was 2, this was 2, Rover was 1, and Lavazza was 2. Was it correct this way? Hot Spa Fragrance, Lavazza was 2, and the Rover was 1. Okay, so this is correct. Now, wrong window again. A lot of pixels open. And let's just do this this way, right? So currently, yeah. So currently you can see. Let's see if this makes sense. For every pound that I would spend, so if I spend a pound on Land Rover, I would get 100 tickets, and I would get 1 point. I'm gonna have to redo this later on, if that makes sense. But here we are. We spent 349 pounds so far, and we did 13,000 points, which would put us higher in the table as of today, right? So it would put us over 13,000 over here. So we would spend 349 pounds. We would, as of today, be on the spot to get 400 cash. But that's gonna be gone by tomorrow. So I will be probably around here, maybe by tomorrow. With this numbers, as there is another competition started, I will be around there. So for the spending of 349, as of today, I am in the game for winning 400, maybe. No, I'm lying. Sorry, 300. I'm around here somewhere. So I'm already losing 50 on this, right? Okay, I'm still in those competitions for these items. Let's face the fact, it's not about the Christmas competition. You have also the chance to win any of these, and it would give you some money. The previous winner, Thomas, I think he won one of these competitions as well. I think he won a watch, if I'm correct, and some hair dryer from Dyson. It's a interesting prize. But yeah, like if you spend a lot of money, you have higher chance to win something. Correct. But it's not guaranteed. You know, in those competitions, it can be, you can spend, like here, you can buy 3,000 tickets. There could be a person who bought 1 ticket who can win. So it can be in ways. It's not completely pay to win. Pay to win is definitely this competition, right? What the pay to win scheme means is the more you spend, the more you win. So it's completely true. Whoever will spend the most in this competition, in this leaderboard, will win the main prize. There is no way around. I cannot be just lucky to get to this point. This is pay to win. It's one of the worst things that you can do, because you will be basically blasting on people's money. That's what I don't like about BOTB. As of today, they completely changed. This was impossible to be done, let's say 2021 and before, because they wouldn't put competitions like this on. They cared about people not really spending fortunes, you know. Okay, we'll let you do like some tickets, we'll give you a maximum cap. There used to be a cap on lifestyle competition, which was I think 75 tickets or 100. Then they raised it to 300. Then they raised it again to 600. And I'm not sure if it's 1,000 now or lifestyle competition. We will see in a few minutes. So they don't care about you not overspending your hard-earned money. They just want your money. You have it. You're a gambler. Give us your money. Like, and we are getting to the point of how much money. I mean, minimum, okay, because we are going from the lowest, from the cheapest tickets, there. So what I'm calculating is currently how little least money you can spend to get to 100,000, 105,000 points after 1 day of this competition running, right? So this is what we have. Let's go to another competitions, right? We check the data, and so the next level of price, is there a way how to, no, there is no way how to, sort it by ticket price. So I will just go and find another one that after 9p, and it will be here in the MetaQuest. Let me just open it on the side. MetaQuest, and then there is this Beats bundle, and you can win Google Pro phone. That's about it. And see, I'm not even eligible to get any of these free competitions. I'm not UK resident, so if you if you're not from UK, you're not getting free stuff. There's the same with subscription. I mean, luckily for me, I cannot get subscription. But if you would like, you're not from UK. I will have probably another video about what they changed in the terms of conditions. And if you are not from UK and you've been playing BOTB for some time and you haven't noticed this change of terms and conditions, you will be surprised. You will be surprised what changed, and it's quite a lot, like major stuff. I will use another video for this. For this video, I really want to see how much is a minimum to spend to have 1 second or third place after one single day. So let's get back to this. So we have Meta. Meta is 10p. You can buy 800 tickets. Beats 800 tickets, and 1,000 on Google Pro, right? So let's put it in our table. I will go from the end. I'm gonna put here what I remember. Price is the same, 0. Blank. I didn't want to do that. I love when I just hit a random button shortcut and it just teleports me back to the end of the. So there was this Meta glasses and there was Beats bundle, and I think it was 800 tickets and 800 tickets. The points per ticket. Let's go back to this. Points per ticket. Meta is 2. Beats is 2, and Google Pro is 2. So all of them are 2 points per ticket. Let's put this. So we currently spend £609, and the total number of tickets is 18,400. Right, that would put us higher in the table as of today. We would be attacking probably. Let's see, let's we would be attacking. So we spent £609, and we would be somewhere around here. So we'll be attacking 800 cash. So we would be, as of today, if we just spent today and it will end today, we spent £609. We have entered a maximum number in all these competitions. So we have the chances, little chances to. I'm always saying little. The chances to win BOTP are very little. It's the game of math. You have to understand. You are not here to win against the math, unless you're playing these pay-to-win competitions. But you're still losing on it. We will get to that. So Beats. The next thing, which is here, competitions. So anything that is over 10p. Let's go and let's see over 10p. Okay, I think I will have to start opening anything over 10p and start working with that and probably sort it. So there's this BMW that you can buy for £21. I'm gonna close all these tabs I have here. Free competitions, I don't care. Then there is the Dice hair bundle, 1,000 cash. This volatilizer, I will leave this one because it's fairly more. Or let me open it as well. I'm gonna put lifestyle there. I'm gonna put MacBook. this, I think, before. It should be fine. And then you can go, of course, for Dream Car, but you have Xbox here, iPhone, and this 500. This is terrible, right? You let people spend cash to win game credit, to have to have 1 in 8,000 chance to win game credit, and you have to use in like few days, otherwise it will expire. God, this is brain catcher, you know. Um, so there are the installments. I'm going to skip them for now because they are £1 over. Um, there's this ring bundle, electric bike. We already did the meta quest. Very confusing layout. I hope you agree with me. This is terrible. So let's get back to this and let's put them in order, right? So this one goes here. This one is correct. This one is correct. Correct as well. This is lifestyle. Lifestyle comes from, what is the lowest lifestyle? It's 35. So I'm gonna put 35 lifestyle between here and here. 29, it will go here next to the Valletizer. Jesus, do you really play competitions to get Valletizer? Well, good luck to you, you know, like I hope you win the Valletizer. Unless you are not resident of UK, which means that you will have to take the 70% value cash option. You have to, like, there's no way they're sending it to you. Just you get it, like, unless you're UK resident, you get the cash lower value. It's always lower value. It's always 70% of whatever it is you're playing for. 29p is here, and the last piece is 19p for this beautiful bike. That could be reasonable. I think bike is okay. You can ride a bike, not all of it. So let's go from the beginning. Xbox Series for £14 for 14p, and you can have 600 tickets with that. So let's put it in our table. Xbox 0.14. Oh, I got 0.14. You can get 600 tickets. And I will keep now spitting the numbers in there. 17p for 500. Jesus, this is terrible. This is terrible competition. 400 tickets at 0. For 17p. So credit. You can compete for credit. That's insane. You know, if I was about to make like a lot of money from people, this is like how I would make like first prize and then just let them spend on virtual currency that you may win. God, it's a business, you know, it's a business. 575 tickets for this Dyson you can put and win a beautiful hair dryer. Dyson hair dryer, 0.17. 575. So random, so random. It's based on the odds, of course. So this bicycle you can win for 90p, and there's 600 tickets. This BMW, it's 1,000 ticket maximum. So let's put it in BMW for 0.21. Oh, not bad. I forgot what was the previous thing. Bike 0.19. 0.19. Bike. Okay, bicycle. So there was 1,000 for the BMW, and was there 600 tickets? 600 tickets. Again, a reminder, this video will take some time. If you don't like listening to me, just skip to the end. There will be some resolution at the end, probably, as we will go towards £1,000 for 400 tickets. 26p is the price. So 1,000. 0.26 6, and you can buy 400 tickets. Okay, let's put this number over here. So that's Xbox, Credit, and Dyson. That's the first that we have to verify what are the points. So we have 2 for this one, we have 2 for Xbox, and Dyson is 2 for is 2 also. So let's just put these numbers in here. Bicycle, BMW, and 1000 cash. 1000 cash is 200. BMW is 1 point only. That's terrible. And 500 credit is 2 points. So bad. Oh, I missed that part. So there's 1, there's 2, little excuse my chaos a little bit here, and 2 is for the bicycle. So let's go and do this and this and this. So here we are, we already spent, Jesus Christ, oh yeah, that's correct, that's correct. So we spent 1,286 and we have only 24,000 points. We are still talking about spending for 1 day because this is the leadership board done in 1 day. I mean, okay, let's face the fact, it's 2 days. It started midnight on the 5th, it's 6th, and it's about the end of the day. So in 2 days, this is the total spending of a person who has now 24,000. Also, this means the cheapest spendings, even though we might reconsider after we produce correct ratio here, and maybe we can like read down the ranking. It could be slightly less when we consider all the competitions. But so far, let's say that you just went by the cheapest tickets and you went to the maximum. So you spent like this is how much you would spend for maximum per the competition. And this is how many total points. Yeah, how many? No, not total points. This is wrong. Total points. And this is how much money you spend, right? And you have to understand that none of these are giving you back credit with the buy, right? Those are not instant wins. Instant wins, they have the chance to give you some credit back. So if you went and you bought all these credits, you would get nothing. You would just have to spend the 1,200 cash. With instant win, it can happen that you buy this, and let's say half of that you get back in credit. So kind of coming back, not really. Anyway, let's continue. So where we were with this 1,000 cash. Then there is iPhone 17 Max. Click 350. So iPhone, we are getting towards the end of this, hopefully, because then we have just the bigger competitions. Was it 300 tickets? I have to go back. 350. So let's correct that. 350 and 200 for a ring bell. 350 here, 250 for a ring bell. Jesus, if you enter a competition for a ring bell, a ring doorbell, sorry, excuse my lack of English here, but why are you doing that? Like all the people who are here, who are you? Why you have to go and compete for a ring doorbell? Why do you do that? Put it in the comments. I'm very curious. Nothing against you. I'm just very curious. Why would you spend this much? It's not even cheap for like getting into competition with these mods. You have like you spend. Okay, let's say you buy 3, so you spend almost £1. To have 1 in 1,000 chance, like okay, approximately 1 in 1,000 chance to win a doorbell. crazy. Anyway, let's get back to this. Ring bell, so it was this price, this particular. And to the next one, chocolate volatilizer. You can do 275 for the same price as the doorbell. 275 volatilizer. Okay, sir. Good. It even corrected itself. Got old. So a MacBook for the same price, 350 tickets. There you go. MacBook. The next one is the lifestyle. Okay, so the cheapest I saw was 0.35. Also, I'm gonna tell you something, right? So, if you're from UK, if you're from UK and you're playing for a car, this is the only way how anything other than the cash options make sense here for you, right? So unless there are some deals, okay, if there are some deals that you can get it for. So if you're from UK, you play for this Range Rover and you win, it makes sense because the Range Rover has certain value and you will get the car, okay? If you're not from UK and you anyhow manage to win this Range Rover, straight away you are not getting the car unless you will be driving in the UK, which most likely you will not. But you have to take the 64,000 cash in return, right? And when you then compare, okay, let's do comparison because these are all the same. Let's compare for this. So you spend 2.85 per ticket, and if you're not from UK, you win this straight away. You're getting only 61k cash. You could have spent only £2, so you would save 85p to get the 60,000 cash. Okay, straight away. Ciao banana. Like in most cases in this competition, unless you are from UK and you're playing either for a car, okay, or for bike, everything else makes 0 sense. Look at, for example, this home makeover. Okay, so this is what you can win: home makeover worth £50,000. Okay, unless this is something targeting you, like you have a home, you want to have a makeover for 50,000. Look at this. So it's 50,000 worth and it's 1.7 pound. Again, if you're not from UK, you just get this. This is the worst ticket in the whole competition. If you're not from UK, like just don't get it if you're not from UK. It makes 0 sense. You will be forced to get 30,000 cash option, and look how much you would have spent. You would have spent 1.7 pound for the ticket for 30,000. Here you get the 30,000 cash. It's 1 pound, 70p less. It's a no-brainer. But let's say that you were that person that went for that prize option, right? So look at this. This is 1.6 pound, and you get 4,000 pounds every month of a year. Year has 12 months. You can get it paid in 48,000 pounds cash, right? So you save 10p just on the home makeover. Like literally, none of these make any sense. None of them. You could probably find one that they made a mistake, but none of these make sense. Unless it's a car or a bike and you're gonna drive it because you're from UK. If you're not from UK, don't play for any of these. Just go for cash. Just go for cash. I'm always going for the 60 because that's the best option. If it is on sale, even better. It's literally the best option. Anything else is nonsense. You will be losing. I mean, look, if you're just coming to this website and you're like, let's just have fun, do whatever. If you're playing BOTB for a long time and you kind of care about how much you spend, don't make that money stupid spend. Don't make it. Just look for the value on things. Anyway, so there is. I think the cheapest option is 35p for whatever it is. It was just showing something. So I'm gonna just put lifestyle, and on lifestyle you can get a maximum of. Jesus, so slow their websites. For you can get 1,000 for any lifestyle competition. So I'm coming back to my Excel. putting here cheapest one, because again we are focusing on cheapest. You can go and spend you know, why is it time now? Let's do this. Come on. Sometimes Excel is like really freaky. Lifestyle, and you can get maximum 1000 of those. I'm gonna stop this video here. I'm gonna continue another one straight away, just because, you know, it might eat my memory if I try to process it now. So I'll be back in a second. So a tiny little cut, and we continue. So lifestyle, we look at the points now. So there's iPhone, ring bell, Tizer, MacBook, and lifestyle. So let's get back to the website. There was these numbers. So ring is for £2, for 2 points. iPhone 2 points. MacBook is 2 points. Monetizer is 2 points. Is everything 2 points? What is the lifestyle condition like? So lifestyle is for 6. Okay, so let's remember that lifestyle is for 6. I'm gonna put it here. Lifestyle 6 points. MacBook was 2. Monetizer this and this. I think it was like this. It will not really matter in the end if we make a little mistake between 1 and 2 points. Well, let's try to be correct. So let's extend this one. So look at this. We currently spend almost £2,000. We are not on the top yet. Okay, we are not on the top yet, and you still have to understand we haven't entered a single competition that would give us anything back in credit. Okay, in credit meaning, okay, there's something for sure, but you get chances in every single of these competitions. God, you know, strike me with heavy lightning or whatever, go ahead. I mean, you can spend 2,000. If you have 2,000 in your pocket, you don't care about it, go ahead, spend it on these draws. Maybe you will be lucky, you might win one, multiple competitions. You have to understand just a single thing. Odds are very much against you. This money, it means nothing, okay? And as you can see, look, just single fact. We just spent as little as we could, 2,000 for get 32,000 pounds. It's second day of the competition, and that would put you in here. So you think that by spending 2,000 in 2 days, you will be somewhere on, you know, top spending people? You are fourth, you know, and in next 2 days it will be probably 10th. So there's at least 10 people who spend more than you did, and most likely they spent even more, right? We are still looking at the lowest ratio, like the cheapest tickets. So they probably, maybe they spent already like twice much that you did. Maybe they spent 4,000 in it. Let's still see what this translates to, right? Because we are on 32,000 points. We have still 3 times more to go. We spent 2,000 pounds. So let's just continue. You know, like, I'm really curious how this will turn out. So that's all the little competitions. I'll close all the tabs here. And let's continue with the bigger ones, right? So there is the one instant win and the second instant win. There's Dream Car. I will leave Dream Car for the last, okay? Just don't kill me now. But maybe, sorry, maybe I missed one competition. Did I? 35 was lifestyle, and over 35 there is also this 2,500 cash, and it was probably the only time we missed. Okay, so there was lifestyle, and there was just one higher than that. Let's just finish with what we have here. So there's Dream Car, there is 600 here, this hot hatch thing, there's this one, there's the house that we will open, skip this, skip that, and I think it's all the competitions as of the day. Yeah, that should be it. That should be it. Let me just check if you get points for these free competitions as well. I don't think you do. I don't think you get points for the free competitions, which is good. Okay, so at least we are discriminated if we are not UK residents, but not so much that like it would be impossible for us to go and play pay to win, because that would be very discriminatory. If I was about to spend the maximum money I can, I couldn't win because I'm not from UK, so I'm not getting a point for free competitions. That would be very bad. Um, BOTB just started hating us because we are from UK. That's simple as that. They just don't like us. Uh, that's a little, little extra sense there. Anyway, let's continue here. So the last one I wanted to add was this 2,500 cash, and you could buy 620 of these. So let's get back here. 620 price is this much, and the money is this much. And how many points for this competition? 2 points. 2 points for this competition. Okay. And let's continue with the big competitions. All right. So I'm gonna close this one. Let's continue with the house. Okay, so it's £1. Oh, got a little blackout. That's what happens when you record with this. Okay, tiny beanie technical issues. We are back. So we continue. So still not switching here. Let me just duplicate this. So real close. It's just annoying. Okay, so there's a £1 ticket, and for the house you can buy maximum 1,000 tickets. For each house ticket you get 6 points. Right, so let's put it here. The house, £1 ticket, maximum 1,000, 6 points per ticket. Yeah, we have 40,000 pounds, 40,000 points so far. Okay, let's be honest. I don't know if there was a competition that ran just till yesterday. We might be missing some points here in the end. You know, if there was a competition that finished yesterday, some of these tiny beanie little competitions, maybe we're gonna be missing some points. But we are working here on the second day, and we are looking at whatever is here available, right? So that was a house points. I will leave the dream card for the last, but let's go for one of 2 instant wins. For instant wins, you can enter this. It's £1, £90p. You can buy 1,000 tickets, and the point wise, where is it? It's this 600 wins. No. Am I blind? This competition gives you no points. There is the Hot Hutchies thing, 600,000 wins, but this instant wins is not listed here. Maybe I'm blind, okay? Maybe I'm blind, maybe I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at the higher points. I see none for this insta win. Let's give them the, the level of doubt, whatever is the saying, the phrase. We're gonna put 6 points for this competition. It's not listed here. I wonder if you buy 1 ticket for this competition, you get nothing. Is it another bug on the BOTB side? God. Okay, so let's give them, let's give for every one, let's say 6 points. Insta win 1. It's 1 point. This much for a ticket. You can buy 1,000 ticket, and let's say that you would get 6 points for that. So that's 46,000 points. How do we even get to 100,000 points? I don't think it's possible. So the hot hedge one is for 6 points for sure. You can buy a maximum of 1,000 tickets. Let me check something. No, I can buy maximum 1,000, right? If I'm gonna do this, 1,000. Oh, it's gonna explode. Okay, I can do only 99A because I bought two for this competition. But 1,000 is maximum. Okay, let's agree on that. And you get 6 points for that. Let's go back here. So insta-win 2, put the space in there. It's 1.49 per ticket. You can buy 1,000 of them, and maximum is 6 points. Sorry. We are on 52,000 points. I have no idea how we get to 105,000 points. I have no idea. Because the last thing remaining here is the dream car. Let's do the logic again. We are trying to spend as little money as we would like to. So it means that we are going for any of these lowest car. MG, Mazda is a lovely car. I like it here. Like everyone would like to have Mazda, right? But it's here, and maximum tickets is 75, which I love. They are still keeping 75. They didn't go over that, but let's work with that. 75 dream car. The lowest we found ticket was this much, just 75, but you get 12 points for every single ticket. So, and I'm lost, to be honest. I'm lost for words. Where do I get? I just spent £6,000 virtually. I just spent £6,000 to buy a maximum for every single competition that is running on today. Again, maybe there could have been a bunch of stuff that has been finished yesterday that is just not visible today anymore. Maybe 2-3 competitions, but we are only on 53,000 points that we could get. How is it even possible that this first person has 105,000 pounds? Let's go, come with me, you know, like, let's go and check. There is the terms and conditions, right? So, blah, blah, blah. It started on 5th of December on midnight, and it ends on 1st January. So it started, let's say 48 hours since where I'm now. So the only extra tickets that I could have missed in my table are not possible now. Are some competition that ended yesterday, okay, yesterday in the midnight. Would all the competition that ended yesterday account for almost 52,000 tickets missing? How is this even possible? We are not. Here is the list. We have Dream Car, we have the Home, we have M4, we have Defender, we have C9K, Lifestyle, Electric Bike, Ring Bundle, iPhone. We have all of these competitions in our table. These are all the competitions that we have as of today, and we simulated. If I bought all these tickets, the maximum on all these competitions, I will get this much. How do I get to 105,000 pounds? That would mean, because look, definitely the house couldn't be there, which is 6,000 tickets, right? Definitely 6,000 points, pardon. Definitely the lifestyle was running as well yesterday. It didn't end yesterday. This BMW is running definitely for some time. So is that even possible? Is that even possible? I was like really wondering. So let's say for 50,000 tickets, for 50,000 points, We had to spend 6,000 in just 2 days time. Here comes, okay, comes the thing that I wanted to check. Okay, so 50,000 points would cost me £6,000. I would be on the second place. I would be winning 6,000 cash. As of today, there are still 25 days left of this competition. Let me check something. Okay, let me check something. I will stop the video for here. I will just do a little private stuff searching, and I will come back. Okay, this is the correct thing I wanted to show. So I took a screenshot on the last competition just because I knew I will want to make this video, and I wanted to have everything, um, um, recorded. So this was the leaderboard as when it ended, right? So the guy who won, Thomas whatever, had 347,000 points. He won Mini Cooper or 10,000k. I think he went for Cooper, which, okay. But you can imagine how much he had to spend to get this much of money. And surprisingly, he was not alone. Look at all these people. I mean, I just went to what all these people had to do. They kind of really had to go and spend all that money, like they really had to go and spend around that money. So all of these spent around 10k. Does that make sense? I just did a simulation of, like, here. If I bought all the maximum tickets for all the competitions that are currently running, I would have 53,000 points. And I spent 6,000 for all these tickets. And these people, they won with 300,000 tickets. You cannot do just simple math by 3 times, right? Because you have to understand their, like, let's say this house tickets. Like you can see actually the ratio that I put here. So the lowest ratio, the worst ratio was the Insta wins. The Insta wins has the lowest ratio because for the price you pay, you get some credit back in most of the cases, or at least in some cases. So they have very low ratio, and it's understandable. But for example, house is the lowest possible. So the best value that you get is probably here, the Prada, the perfume competition. They know it. They know it. It's the worst one, and no one cares. But just to get cheap points in this competition, that's what you get. For every pound you spend, you got 100 points in the competition, which is, I don't know, good, bad. Anyway, so this is the best. But still, if you consider, there were not so many competitions like that would have this high level ratio. So you would probably spend to get 300,000 points, over 350,000 points. You probably wouldn't spend 7 times more, meaning 42,000. It would be some fraction of that. But let's face the fact, if it was only 1/3 of 42,000, that would be still a lot of money, a lot of overspend. And imagine that you are not Thomas, who maybe won some of the competition as well. So maybe he somehow, he licked his wounds, and he basically bought that Mini Cooper, and he bought other stuff that he won. But look at whoever David here is, or Nicholas, Nicole, whoever is that. They lost on that competition unless they won at the same time. Like, you could go and you can find if they are winners somewhere. I think that some of these probably won some cash, perfumes, all shit. But imagine that all these people who are here in the first 10 places, they had to spend, like, straight away minimum 5,000-6,000. And to wrap it up, this whole video, I have no idea. We are on the second day. again, my assumption, the only possible assumption is that um, there were competitions that finished yesterday. I still cannot see how that could account for 52,000 points. That is the difference between the maximum points. If I spend all the competition maximum number of tickets and get all the points as of today, I would get for 53,000. The guy who is now first is 155, which is 2 times more. Look, this would be understandable, right? So this would mean that these two people spend all the possible tickets, not all of them. But how the hell did this happen? How did this happen? I have no fucking idea. Explain to me. Maybe, look, give me some options in the comments. How do you think this was achieved? It started on the 5th at midnight. It's currently it's 7th midnight, so it's 48 hours exactly and 7 minutes. 48 hours and 7 minutes since it started. And how is it possible? Anyway, let's just go through these terms and anything like just to give you the idea. So it's blah blah blah, fraudulent. So at any point BOTB can decide that like they don't really like the way you want. We are banning you. You get nothing back. You get no points, no prizes. It's the same for every competition. You know, like they can cancel this at any time. There is no law that could protect you in a way of getting the prize if they decide to cancel it. But you have to understand that it is the same with all the draws. If they have reasonable suspicion that you made something happen, you can go to court. You will most likely not win, unless you're, fighting against lottery. It's pretty regulated, but you will not win any of this. You will lose. Anyway, here is some accounting. So for instant win competition, you should get 7 points, which is, was it true? So we had this insta win at 7 points. So okay, let's just correct my table as well here for the second insta win. I put 6, so let's change this. So we get 3,000 more points. Okay, my bad. I missed that. Just coming back to that, and we have 55,000 points now. 3,000 more. Still doesn't really answer my question. So this was for the points, easy wins, and luxury car competition is 1 point. I think the rest is on spot. Dream home is 6 points. Correct. Yeah. So this is just for that. Yeah, dream car is purchase with cash off and full option, earn double points. Okay, let's adjust also to that. It's not set anywhere else, just in terms and conditions. So we don't get 12 points for dream car ticket. If you take the option for cash and fill, let's say that we did, and let's adjust our table to that. So we have dream car over here, and if you take the option, I think the smallest option, we are still working with the smallest option there. So we would have to, let's put one Mazda in here. The cheapest is 60p per ticket, right? I don't think that would really help us. If we say we bought Mazda, like 75 tickets for Mazda, which is the cheapest car, and we would add the smallest cash full option to get as many points as possible. We will pay 1.5 per 1 ticket, and then we would get 24 points for each. Okay, so that would make us a little bit up, but because dream car tickets are limited to 75, that would not really help us in overall thing. But let's put it there to get as many points as possible, because we are still on half of that. Okay, here is the little part that free tickets are not qualifying tickets, and not in points. Okay, lovely. That's nice. I think they had to put it there because the lawyer told them that would be discrimination, because we know we are discriminating all the people who are not from UK. So that would be probably the case. So points will be attributed to your account once the corresponding qualifying ticket has been done. Okay, so once you buy tickets, you get basically the email saying, oh, you get points. Points allocated for purchases that are subsequently voided. So okay, so they will get take the points back if they avoided your uh, okay, I'm just reading this tiny print here. Okay, so if they void your thing, then of course they void your points as well. But here it says something about um, qualifying subscription purchases. Do you get also point for being subscriber? So here are the rewards. That's fine. Um, that's fine. Yeah, here is okay. If you subscribe, then whatever price you get a little extra on the top of that. Um, yeah, here is about fraud. Basically, at any point of time, they can say that you're fraud, and well, you cannot win any of this. If they say you basically lost at that point. Um, that's the power of this not being regulated at all, not at all. Um, I'm gonna search for the subs. Okay. Oh, okay, I understand. So, um, the subscription tickets, I think that if you subscribe, because I have no idea how that works because I don't even have that option and I would never use the option. Subscription is something that they just want to charge you for stuff that you may forget about. That's how subscription works. That's the big business about it. Um, but I guess within the subscription you get some tickets. Um, and I'm not sure if you can get any of these tickets for free. Let's say they can give you like 5 dream tickets, and if those will be then applied, but I don't know how many. Points will be attributed to your account once corresponding qualifying ticket has been used during the promotional period. All points attributed to you during the cumulative total and determining subscription tickets earn points only if they are used during the promotion. Okay, so only if you use these extra tickets that you because of the competition, the subscription. Um, yeah, I think it's some UK thing. This free postal entry road. So in BOTB, supposedly you can mail them, so you don't have to go and like every single competition that is here on BOTB, you probably are able to also enter a competition just by sending a postcard, which will get you one ticket for the price of the postcard in that competition. Never tried it. I'm not from UK, and I wonder if you can just simply go and say, okay, I'm spending whatever 50p on this postcard, which is by law or whatever is the list. Send it to BOTB and say, I want to play for Lamborghini, and I'm not sure if they can just go and take it and have it. So you spend like 50p on £6 ticket. Not sure how that works, and if you can't go around it, again, they would probably say, "Oh, you're fraud." Like, go away if you want a Lamborghini with postal entry road, because I think it's something in UK law that you have to, if you have these draws, you have to have free postal entry road. Um, Impossible for me. I'm not from UK. Will cost me even more than the extra ticket, and it's only one per postcard, so you can send like 1,000 postcards, and they will probably have to process it. That's very fancy business there. Um, yeah, so tell me, like, for my real question is, I can really find how would how could we get to 100,000 points in 48 hours? We played all the competitions that are available as of today, so maybe you missed something that ended yesterday. Don't tell me that the competition that ended yesterday were worth all up, all priced up for 50,000 points. I think there is something like going on. These people, yes, look, like we just calculated, you can get 55,000 points or whatever if we spend that £6,000. So you can get almost 56,000 points. So this is doable.
just sorry for these people that they spend so much money. Hopefully they get something from this competition. Hopefully they win something. From Insta wins, you could probably win some of the prizes if they played for Insta wins. Let's see. Um, so there are two Insta wins. Let's check on them. And there we can basically do a little estimation. So there is this car Insta win, and there is the 1.7 million. And the people who are here, Thomas, probably Mohammed, Suha, Flori, Kare, Vil, whatever. So let's just see if any of these guys was lucky enough to win one of the. So Hamza here. Yeah, I don't think Hamza is anywhere in the first. I cannot really see any of these mentioned here. So someone was here probably just lucky, not because they spent so much, but because they got lucky. There's this Ford Focus, there's some Jag who is here. We're just going for first 10, so I see no Jag in here, so probably not also the lucky one on our board. Um, Apple, maybe someone got Apple. Magdalena, I don't think I've seen Magdalena. No. And then it's just BS and everything. So I'm gonna skip these. It's like £500. Lucky if you got it. Not 100% sure. If you're lucky and you spend £6,000, you got Sony PS5 back. Not the best business. There's £1,000 cash. It's some Ken O. Also cannot see Ken O over here. So let's say that none of these people were just winning anything big. Maybe, definitely they would be somewhere around here, like this 500s or 200s, maybe. Okay, so let's close this one. Let's check this one. Cars have been won the Range Rover, so let's check for Luke. No, in first time. No Luke's. Well, this lovely BMW Stewart, and no Stewart in here. And that's it for the big prizes. And there's Switzerland. Brandon, no Brandon in here. Yeah, and this is again just bullshit. The cash starts here. No one won probably anything so far. This is another like big thing. Like yeah, Carlos Calum. Maybe Calum. We had some. Okay, no Calum. I thought this was Karina. So you can probably say that none of the people in the first 10 were lucky on Insta wins. They might be lucky on all the competitions if they really followed any of these maximum numbers that we have here. Apart from there is no way around to get to that point. Again, not considering if there were so many competitions maybe ending yesterday. I was not checking yesterday, but this is the deal. So let me know what do you think about this? How to get to 105 points in 48 hours? How to do that? What do you think is the way? Tell me also if you subscribe. Do you think that being subscribed is somehow changing pretty much the rules of this competition? I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't tell. And also, what is your opinion about BOTB lately? Because this is like crazy. Like you can see they're really forcing uh, people through this kind of way to go and pay for win in this competition. Like literally, imagine that you are this person who definitely spent over 6,000, but they will be gone from here. They will be probably in first 10, so they will not even get 6,000 back. They will get around like here by the end of the competition, unless they go and spend even more than that. Like okay, so there will be new competitions, the ones that are not on the list now, but they will be in the future till 1st of January, and they will spend the max on that and max on that and max on that, and that's how they will be basically competing in the same way as in the previous competition when these were the final numbers, right? So we are, if you are now second with 47,000, you wouldn't be even in top 10 with that number, right? So just imagine if we follow the same kind of rule or road, most of these people are basically losing money. And the worst case about this is that, okay, currently there's this leaderboard competition. But imagine this, these people spend this kind of money throughout the year on these draws. And maybe this is not the only draw competition that they are entering. It's crazy. It's crazy to think. Look, if those people are, like they might be having businesses, they don't care about money, they're just throwing money all around. Good for them, I'm just telling you, gambling is the worst case. You never win. You never win. Like, that's why I advise you to spend very little, you know, to have the chance, if you're lucky, you can win with one ticket. You can spend it 2 pence, you can win that prize. Don't go 1,000 tickets. Spend little, you will lose little, because I guarantee you 99% of all these draws that you will ever enter throughout your life, if you enter them all of them, you will lose. You will not win. The odds, they are based against you. You must be a very lucky person, loved by the universe, if you go and you win one competition, maybe two. If you win three, I guess you're just, you are super big exception. Um, Also, like, this goes for Insta events. Let's face the facts. With Dream Car competition, it's slightly different because Dream Car competition is a bit about the skill. I know that people like me, I get close sometimes, mostly in zone 2, 3. Sometimes I get close. I don't have the skill. There are people, they were in the past that won Dream Car competition 3 times. Okay, so those people, not only they are lucky, because you have to be lucky, but they have to have that skill, not only to be close, but to win 3 times. That's amazing. You can do nothing about these odds when you're playing draws and insta wins. With Dream Car competition, you might have some extra sense, to navigate where the ball could be. Some people like me, I'm just lucky if I get close, but some people, they constantly end in minimum zone 2. For me, it's like, wow, I'm zone 2. Sometimes, oh my god, I'm zone 1, happens very rarely. But this is the video. It's gonna be long for taking so long. But I just wanted to make this happen. I just wanted to say my piece. And let me know. Let me know about this competition. Let me know about the development in BOTB in the last few years if you're playing a longer time. I will probably make another video about BOTB, how unhappy I am about the latest changes related to UK residency. What you get now, I changed the way I'm playing BOTB simply because how they changed their terms and conditions of play. Before I wouldn't care. I was like, okay, let's go for Lamborghini or whatever, because I was feeling like maybe one day I will drive the Lamborghini. I know for sure now it's not an option because I'm not UK resident. I will just be forced to take this 146,000 cash. That's what I understood from the terms and play conditions. We will go through that next time. If you want, we can check that together. Maybe you don't even know what does it mean. If you're the lucky one, I can change the way that you're playing. If you don't know about that. Yeah, so that's it for now. I thank you for watching. It's been quite a lot of time that I spent on this, but let me know, what do you think? Would you like to see another video about this topic, about how this goes? If you play YouTube for some time, go ahead. You can hit the like button. You don't have to. You can subscribe. You don't have to. I don't care. It's not gonna be my thing. I just wanted to get this out, get your opinion. Let me know. Cheers. Have a good night, morning, day. Bye bye. And good luck if you're playing BOTB. Good luck to you.